Okay, we are done with preparing the order management setup related questions. And including the subject areas also and some profile options also. How many infolets are there? And how many profile options are there, or some profile options, and including lookups also. Okay, we are done till here. And yesterday, to save our class time, and also I would like to close this discussion with today itself, the intro question answers discussion. That's why I have already prepared some questions for the sales order cycles. Okay, we just have to fill the answers for them quickly. We have to just fill the answers for them quickly. For the standard sales order, I have added some scenario related questions, and for the dropship also, and for back-to-back also. Okay, so we will prepare answers for them. I think you understood the first question, right? What is the answer?
Sir, we can change.
Yes,
It will allow, system will allow.
Yeah, we can change. Yes, we can change. That's enough. Okay. Sales order picking completed. Customer wants to change the ship date to next month.
Yes,
It
sir,
will
we
allow?
can change.
Yeah, that's allowed.
Yes.
But what do we do with the inventory that we picked? Do we put it back to the staging and put it back in the Oracle? Or
We can consume for the stock is available in the stage sub inventory, right? We can
Right.
consume the stock for the next order, or if you want, you can put it back.
Okay.
So
It can be unreserved and used for other orders.
unreserved, if you cancel that order, that get unreserved. Okay. So here one more case is like, yeah.
Okay.
One more case is like it's all in the stage, but it's all reserved, right? Because you have to manually unreserve from that order, so that you can consume that again is the next order instead of no need to pick for the next order, or else you can transfer back to the normal warehouse. Manually, you have to do it. Okay.
Mhm.
So here the sales order. This is not a question. Actually, this is observation. Let's put this into a question. Is it possible to create sales order with 0 price and 0 invoice? Okay. Yes. Sales order can be created with 0 price and invoice can be generated for 0, which means 0 invoice is allowed. Is it possible to change the customer after sales order is submitted?
No.
No.
Sir, no. Is it possible to change or replace the item after sales order submitted? What's the answer?
Yes.
Yes.
You are able to change the item?
No.
No, in sales order, no, but substitute items can be used.
Not, I'm not mentioning substitute here. I'm just mentioning
Yes, by
change or
creating.
replace. Yeah.
By creating revision, we can.
Okay. So that item is after you create the revision, item is editable or not? The item field is editable or not?
Yes. Yes.
Is it edible?
No. Yeah, after sales order is submitted, it is not editable.
Item field is editable or not? Can you please check and let me know? No? Okay, by the time I'll write the answers for the next questions. Okay. So how to do this? How to restrict users from doing partial picking and partial shipping?
Ship lines together is one option. Other option is in what is that? Ship confirm rule. There is an option to ship complete quantity or request or there are two check boxes. So those are the two options.
So anyone tried with yellow ship lines together that option? Anyone tried that option? There is one more option is also available at the sales order level, partial shipment allowed.
Yes, Krishna. Yeah,
What about that
No.
functionality?
you have to put it as no.
What about that functionality? View 25, I think. So this we tested, and I forgot the observation. I think we captured the observation somewhere here under the entry questions folder. I didn't like this latest look and feel of the Google Drive. Actually, not only that checkbox, there is an extra. Remember, I'll show you that option in the sales order.
Yellow partial shipment of lines.
Yeah, yellow partial shipment of lines. If that is selected to no, also I remember the partial picking is allowed.
Yeah, it's not working.
We observed, we tested, we observed it should be combination of with something else that I remember.
No, actually, sir, in the Oracle docs, it was given that you have to select shipping all lines also as a no.
Okay.
There are two options. Like
Yes, I'm showing that screen.
Yeah.
So
I
here ship
tried,
all
but-
lines, ship lines together,
Yes.
and this is allow partial shipment of lines. By default, it is yes. But what our understanding is, if this is selected to no, it will not allow partial picking and partial shipping. But I think it will allow. That's what we observed.
Yes. Even though if we will select the other option, it will automatically come into as a no.
I think it works in combination with ship confirm.
No. Combination of this and this, I think.
If you select ship,
Instead of wasting the time, let's do one thing. Let's fill the remaining questions also. And I will search where I captured the observation. That's why is to capture the observation somewhere in the Google Drive. I will check and I will give you the answer. Okay.
okay.
So see here, we maintained a table also that time. Scenario 1, scenario 2, scenario 3, mix orders case. So on hand available, warehouse blank, supplier blank. What's the result? Standard sales order. Warehouse given, supplier is bank. Okay, understood? You can also add one more column also called sourcing will, and you can test the combinations. Okay. So we are left to answer this question, these two questions. Seventh one. Requirement to create one invoice for entire sales order.
We need to put a pause at the orchestration.
Okay. Need to create a pause step.
Yeah.
In the orchestration.
In
And
front
has
of
to-
invoice.
Understood the condition.
Before invoice step
Yes.
in the orchestration has to write a condition to wait till
Wait, interfacing.
all the lines are shipped to interface
Mhm.
the data to AR. I think what receivables. Okay. Just to write a condition to wait till all the lines are shipped to interface the data to AR, nothing but receivables.
Mm.
So read the next question. By default, I would like to set schedule ship date after 5 days for every sales order. And then later, according to the stock availability, the users will edit the schedule ship date.
The lead time.
How to achieve this? That's right.
Yeah, you set the lead time to 5 days.
Create a ATP rule with user defined lead time as 5 days. Okay, so that every sales order that you are creating by default it is set to 5 days, and later based on the availability of the stock, the users are going to change the schedule ship date in the sales order. Okay.
Okay.
For the standard sales order, do you think any more scenarios that we can add to that list? Totally just 9, I think 8 or 9 are there. Anything that you think of? From this sheet only yesterday I have added into this document. from this sheet only, from the Excel file. It's better to put our observations also in this document. The behavior and observations also. Because so that we don't forget. The observations is this one. If the sales order is cancelled, what will happen? This is also a question. This also we can put it as a question. If the sales order is cancelled, will the reservations get automatically cancelled or not?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
it will
we can
cancel.
also.
Yeah, the reservation will, yes, yeah.
It will automatically unreserve.
After the pick confirmation. If the sales are cancelled after the pick confirmation, is it possible to happens to the picked quantity available stays supplementary. This will be tested.
Yes.
Yes.
The order counts.
And, the observation I have given here.
Yeah, it's available for the next order, or it can be put back in the
Yes.
inventory org.
Yeah.
Then through the sub-inventory transfer, we can perform the
Hmm.
transfer from stage to another sub-inventory.
Right.
Yeah, we have seen this in class. Right?
Yes.
This case, yes.
Okay. Reservation step cancel automatically, which means the stock get unallocated available for and available in the stays sub inventory. We can perform sub in transfer to send back to source sub inventory, or we can use for the next sales order. But our picker need not to pick again since the quantity already in the stage area.
Yeah.
Okay, and lead time I covered, partial picking, partial shipping covered, restriction also I covered. This is this is also a question. What is meant by back order sales order? What's meant by back order sales order? And
When there is no on hand.
If there is no on-hand item, will go into the back.
Not only on hand, even in case of partial shipment also, remaining thing gets back order.
Correct. We'll mention both those answers. How to perform
Even in manufacturing also we can do it. Make, you have shown the scenario. Make also. Make flow.
right? There is no on hand automatically size or to changes to the quarter and okay. How about right next question? How to perform auto pick and auto ship. Right. This could be also a question.
Setting up in
Create
release.
a release
Pick
rule
wave release rule.
Pick a release.
by enabling
Pick a release.
release rule by enabling
Auto pick and
no,
action.
auto pick confirm and create
Ship
confirm pick boxes. Yes. So you see, this is we tested partial shipment. We selected partial shipment to know, but system allowed. Okay, but entering the shipment contrast partial. This we tested, but to restrict that, to restrict the partial shipment and picking, I'll check and let you know. But this is not working. I remember this is not working. Create a sales of in foreign currency. This I covered, putting the mind. Okay. Anything we can add? Do you think?
Hello, sir. Sir, one small doubt, sir.
One second.
Sir, in the 10th question, I have tried that one, sir. I have got that some quantity to back order status, sir. Now, if I want to again keep that quantity, what is that we have to do, sir?
Again, you have to release. So once the stock is available, you can perform the release. Pick wave rule release.
Again, from starting, we have to
Yes,
do it, sir.
correct.
From the ship, already we have reserved it, no, sir? Like,
If the so two cases are like, okay, if all the stock is available in the stage area,
yes, sir.
so you can go to that picking screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, when it's confirm pick slip line, something is there, you go there, and if you enter switch with the sales order number, you can see one more line there. You select that line, yeah, you select that line and proceed to create a shipment number for that line.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Anything we can add, team?
revision we can add.
Revision.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sales order revision.
Should be the question.
What all can be changed if we are creating a sales order revision? Or what changes are allowed in a revised sales order?
but we don't know the answer.
Yeah,
We
that
have
we
to
can
verify.
discover at least that if we
Yeah.
have that question, we'll remember to check that out. That's it.
What are the changes allowed during sales order revision? We can mention some like item count is allowed, right?
Yeah,
Uh, requested date. Can we change it, right? Customer ship
Yes,
to
the requested date without having revision also we can change, sir.
okay.
If we go to fulfillment lines, there
Mhm.
if we create edit, but click on the edit button in by selecting some line,
Okay.
there we can change this requested date
Schedule ship date.
as a
Yeah.
without having revisions. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And price. And item question. Item is a question, right? Item can be edible or not. Okay, we will add this once we verify. Okay, I'm moving on to the dropship part. What's the difference between dropship and back-to-back?
receiving and shipping part.
Supply directly sends to
Dropship when we don't want to keep the stock of the item or we want supply to deliver. We can save the shipping charges. We can
Supplier directly
delivers the
delivers
item,
the product
to the customer
to the customer.
and notifies us by
We
its
don't maintain inventory.
You don't
Yeah.
maintain inventory. Mention the advantages. When some interviews they will ask what are the advantages. Saving time, transportation,
Inventory holding costs also will be less.
product
shipping charges, everything.
cost, and inventory holding cost, and you mentioned this also like damage of the goods.
Yeah.
And life cycle or lifespan of the product also, right? Because directly supplier is delivering the product to the customer. So the lifespan of the product also. Back to back.
We need to maintain inventory to receive the.
We receive the
We take the ownership of
product from the
delivery.
supplier against the sales order and we perform shipping from our warehouse. So advantages like it's normal flow only. Okay. So next question. After purchase order created, it's possible to change the schedule ship date in the sales order. Yes. The changes are automatically. Understood the question? After the purchase order is created, is it possible to change the scheduled ship date in the sales order? As the changes are automatically processed, updated in the purchase order. Next question. After the purchase order created, is it possible to change the schedule ship to location? Yes, answer is same. Answer is same.
So if we change in purchase order, it will, I mean, that means if we change in purchase order, it reflects in sales order. We have seen this
No,
also.
we are changing in the sales order. Ship to location, we are changing in the sales order.
Sales order, it
After
will.
the PO created, is it possible to change the ship to location in the sales order?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, if we change here, it will reflect in purchase order.
Correct. Ship method. One more question for the ship method. If you change the ship method in the sales order, it will also change in the purchase order. Yes. Next is requested quantity. You're updating the requested quantity in the sales order. Yes. Now, after the purchase requisition created, if you cancel the PR, will the sales order get cancelled? I think this is a new scenario to you. PR created, just purchase requisition created. If you cancel the PR, will the sales order get cancelled automatically or not? This is also new. After the PO cancelled, after the purchase order is created, if you cancel the PO, will the sales order get cancelled automatically? This is PR, cancellation of the PR, the sales order cancels or not. This is cancellation of the PO. New question, huh?
Should not get cancelled.
New question, right? You can process the sales order again. Create fulfillment. Here I will write it in a different way. Sales order will not cancel. You can process the sales order. To the next available supplier. But we are able to write the answer, but how to do it in the system? How to do it in the system? What will happen to the supply order that got created, right? What will happen to that supply order? Can you try this scenario, team? From which set of dropship requisition purchase price pickups? Dropship requisition or purchase order price fix the price. First preference is agreement.
Item level.
Agreement.
First preference is agreement, and the second preference is item level list price.
Master item. But yeah, this
Item
one
level.
was not working, Krishna. Only when I created agreement, it got processed. I don't know again. I have to
No,
try with
it will work, sir.
Okay.
It will work. Okay. Second
Maybe
preference is item level.
collection. Okay.
Item level purchase price or list price, whatever. Okay. How to handle dropship returns? Dropship returns.
First, we have to return to company, and then we have to return to supplier.
So here we discussed about two: physical flow and application flow. Correct? So what is application flow? What is physical flow?
Application flow is returning to company.
Against dropship sales order, we have to create a return sales order. Is it required or not? Do we create a return sales order or not?
Yes.
Yes, Krishna. We have to.
We have to create. Okay, you create a return sales order with by selecting return with credit. That's it. No reset. No reset, and create credit memo and return the payment to the customer. Okay. Against dropship sales order, we have to create return sales order by selecting return with credit and create credit memo and return the payment to the customer. But what about do we create a return to vendor transaction from the procurement side?
Yes.
But if you capture return to vendor, we don't have inventory, right? We don't have inventory because that item we are not received. We asked the item to be delivered directly to the supplier. We said our customer to send the product to the supplier itself. We are not received it. We discussed this, right?
We need to create debit memo.
Okay, this is we have written just now. Create a written order like you normally do it for the sales order. And receive the returned item to inventory. On the order line, set the return location attribute. Where your supplier can receive the item. So when you're creating a return sales order, it is asking you to set the return location attribute, and there you have to select the supplier location where supplier can receive the product. Order management automatically creates a return material authorization and send it to procurement when you submit the return order. Receive the returned item to inventory. Return to supplier. Due to this step, make sure that warehouse returns the item to your supplier. Debit is the quantity that you return to your inventory. Any one of you remember our dropship sales order number? I'll search in the system. So when you're creating a return order, on the order line, you are able to select the return location. That return location is the supplier location, and remaining are followed. It's asking you to create a RMA. Process is a little different, right? Team, do you understand the process? Okay, what is step 1 here? It's asking you to create a return sales order. But when you're creating a return sales order, it is asking you to set the request type. This request type is nothing but this one. Request type ship on is there, right? That has to be selected as arrive on. Because we are not shipping, so we are going to receive. So we have to select the request type as arrive on. And also it is asking to enter the location. Return location. Is there any such attribute here to enter that we can check in case of dropship order?
No, Krishna, I tried this first step. So while returning, it will ask that location.
Yeah, we'll
I
create a
mean,
return. We'll create a
in case
return
of
order.
RMA.
Hmm. Uh, NS fulfillment lines. And I think the item is DP item that we created for the dropship sales order. And for back-to-back also, we use the same item. P1K DP, just DP, any space, don't remember. Let me search. No, nothing.
I think it is 50K 110, sir.
Correct. You're right. Okay. After that, my students might have created many orders. I don't know which is back-to-back and which is dropship over here. Is there anything called fulfillment? One double 5, 677. Okay, this is a drop shipment. And we have successfully created the requisition view also. Again, is this dropship order. I will create a return. Okay, I'm clicking on the return button. Return type. Okay, select this option itself. Create and return. I selected create and return both. Now go to shipping. Ask her to select arrive on. Okay. Attribute here. Select the return location. No, nothing. Is there anything here? Oracle is saying set return location attribute to the location where your supplier can receive the item. Return location attribute. Where is that? One thing, I go to here, line, and here click on edit lines. Is there anything called return location here? Yeah, it's here. And this return location is asking to select the supplier location where your supplier can receive the item. But it is showing the locations that we have created. Supplier location also we have to create then. How it is. We need to create supplier location also as a location in our system. Huh? That's not a good solution, right? It is also showing not it is showing the org, not the location, also showing the inventory ordinations in this drop down, not the locations that we created, right? So warehouse name, nothing but inventory orgs. Let's submit and see what will happen. Is there any screenshots here given by Oracle? No. This is return sales or explanation goes to return sales. Receiving. If you receive the product, then it's like a normal, it's like a standard sales order. It seems to be like.
No, again, we have to receive and create purchase return. or-
This is not correct. So the quantity that we are not shipped, that we are not maintaining, we are receiving to our inventory. No? That means we need to create a separate sub inventory for the dropship returns, and you receive the stock to that sub inventory, and from the same sub inventory you return to your supplier.
No, the entire purpose is defeated.
Yeah.
I think there should be some work around. We can check. Sorry. Document itself they give like that.
It's Oracle or solution. So that means dropship return and back-to-back return both are same. It's like, but when you're receiving this damaged product, so you create a separate sub inventory called dropship return sub inventory, and you receive to that sub inventory. Better have a separate sub inventory created and receive to that sub inventory, and enter the quantity. Need to run that program, right? Send receipt confirmation program. Then you do the return again, is that PO? Huh? Nothing new I observed. Again is the PO, we perform the return. Huh? No,
Yes, Krishna.
nothing new. Then why specifically asking to mention the return location attribute, blah blah. Order management create return material, send this to procurement. What it has sent to procurement? Receive the returned item to inventory and return to the supplier. Let's do this step also. At least we see any surprises in the last step at least. We'll see. Supply chain execution. Inventory. Return receipts. Org. Let's fetch the data with the RMA number. This is a dropship RMA we created. We are returning again is the PO. Huh? So here we have to think about partial return also, right? In case of partial return, we are returning again is the PO. DP receipt number 1, return to supplier. Like a normal return to supplier, no return from sub inventory. You have to choose a sub inventory where you received that product from the customer. Same sub inventory you choose. Okay. Is it required to mention these extra steps? Okay, next question. Everybody there? If you cancel dropship sales order, what about PR and PO? Right? Your customer is saying that you don't want, customer don't want the product. Then your PR and PO also should be automatically cancelled, correct? Anything we can add on the dropship? Okay, back to back. So what is the answer for this?
$400.
400.
Supply created for 400. So this has to be put it into a question. Where you can see back to back. Sales order number in the purchase order. Answer. Buyer can see the sales order details in the purchase order schedules. During process requisition screen, possible to change the defaulted supplier from the sourcing rule. Yes. Yeah. After the purchase order is created, is it possible to change the scheduled ship date in the sales order? This is for the back-to-back. But answers are same, questions almost same, and answers also same. Clear with this question? You're splitting the sales order. What about the PO? PO line split into multiple schedules. The different delivery locations. Team, are you there?
Yes.
One response. Hello.
No, we are here. We are here.
Yes, sir.
2, 3. I get bored if you don't respond. What is supply orchestration? Now I have a question. It's a new question to all of you. As of now, we are talking about forward changes. Like if you update sales order, will it update purchase order? What about backward changes? If you update purchase order, nothing but this is quite common scenario. If you update promised delivery date in the purchase order because your supplier saying that I cannot deliver in a week or I'll deliver in next month. So you're updating the promised delivery date in the purchase order. Will it update scheduled ship date in the sales order?
Yeah, it should work two ways.
Backward changes.
Yes.
Answer yes. GOP recalculates and updates the schedule ship date in the sales order.
For this, I mean, is this dependent on that profile option?
Which profile option?
Allow GOP to recalculate the based on calendar on profile option is there.
Let me check. Yeah, correct. That's right.
E. Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, should have we discussed about this also, correct. Okay. No time. Removing this. We have to verify the revision, right? The sales order revision topic. 2 questions. We need to write the answers for 2 questions. One is this one. Let's check this one. And this I need to research on this. I'll let you know. Okay. So 51 answer. If you create a sales order, we'll take any sales order that's past due. That means these sales orders are not shipped. This get just scheduled. Let's see if I click on the create revision. Bill to ship to is updatable and order type is updatable. Salespersons, yes, updatable. And what about the item? Item field, you see,
Not allowed.
not allowed. Quantity can be updatable. Unit of measure, price can be updatable. Even if I click on update line, item is not allowed to update. Okay, so In this case, what you have to do, you have to, is there any option to delete this item? Yes. Cancel is there, deletion is not there. You have to cancel the item and add the new item. Okay. That's observation, and dates can be updatable, ship method updatable. Items, shipment priority, all of them are updatable. And supply source also updatable, payment terms also updatable. Okay. Is it possible to change, replace the item after sales order submission? No, during sales order revision, you can cancel the original item statement. During sales order revision, you can cancel the original item and add new line for the new item. Okay, so this I will let you know by checking. Next is, yeah, what are the changes allowed during sales order revision? Item no, right? Okay. Item quantity, requested date, customer ship to, bill to, price. Ship method.
We can ship 2 locations.
I have added.
Oh, to bill to
Shipment.
customer.
Yeah, customer
Payment
ship to,
terms.
bill to, payment term. Anything important to add here? Payment term, ship method, 5 terms. And
Organization.
fulfillment. Okay, I'll just mention fulfillment. Okay. That's enough. That answer is enough. Okay, I have to mention the answer for one question. That is the partial shipment and partial picking. Okay, this I will answer. And I will upload these questions into learning portal, LMS portal. Okay, I'll give you the link later. Okay, team, that's about the order management.
Krishna, that the other one, right? The what is it? Min-max planning videos. Will they be uploaded to
Yes,
our
they're uploaded already.
Okay, I did
All
not check.
uploaded.
I'll check.
Yesterday uploaded. Yesterday and today video is going to be also uploaded.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Check under your inventory section.
Yes, sure. Thank you.
Monday onwards, we'll start with the costing.
Okay, approximately how many hours
4
for
hours.
costing? 4, okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
And if you come across any scenarios, please email me. I'll add into the document. If you think of any questions that is not here, it's important, then email me. I'll add it to here. Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you.
You can.